Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and as we move through the Transformers Titans Return Deluxe Wave 4, even though I'm still waiting on those Wave 3 Legends, I know, I've been harping on it, but I feel so compelled because I'm absolutely on the edge of my seat for that kickback. But nevertheless, since we're here, we're going to focus on this guy. Yes, it is another repaint. We recently looked at Croc. Well, I think now it's time that we look at the standout repaint of this wave, and that is none other than this guy, the mighty Quake, in the latest GotBot True Review. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, check out Machinery of Man, the Everything Factor, and me everywhere. Have a look at Universal Collision Season 1 if you haven't done that yet. And if you don't know, Quake was a G1 double Target Master, meaning that he had two Target Master partners, Heater and Tip Top, I believe it was. And he basically dumped both of those guys in this line to join up with the super cool, and I say that because the name is pretty awesome, Chasm, who makes up his Titan Master. Paint apps for this guy, well, before we get into that, let's get something, right out of the gates. He is a straight up repaint with a new head sculpt. With a new head sculpt of this guy. This, of course, being Hardhead, my slightly customized Hardhead, who I looked at in full back in episode 151. So this one is going to be another kind of quick one because we've already seen a lot of things like transformation. So we'll kind of speed through that a little bit more here. The paint apps for this guy, I'm going to give them. I'm going to give his paint apps about an 8.5. They're good, and I think that it looks really, really good on him. If you know the original character, the blue, purple, and gray should be a shade or two lighter than what it is, though. Considering the sort of attitude that this guy usually has, I think the darker, brooding colors work better. He is, in case you didn't know, kind of a berserker on the battlefield, shooting at anything that moves. What can I say? The guy likes to fight, and I guess that's a good quality for a Decepticon to have. Before we take a look at him and Chasm, here is the ever popular collector card. Beautiful artwork yet again, as always. On the back here, you can see the way his speed and whatnot is. I think the intelligence is kind of high, personally, considering what the guy is supposed to be like. And the Fire Blast way up there makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. This is the box for him right there, and we can turn it around and just the same stock photography and whatnot on the back. So nothing special there. Looking at this guy's posability, playability, I guess I'll do that before I look at Chasm. Left and right, up and, well, actually not so much up, but you can get down a little bit with the head. I think that that's pretty cool. The arms still go, way out to the sides, just like they did with Hardhead. Bicep swivel, elbow bend over 90 degrees. We have a wrist swivel, which is really cool. The wrist can bend in, that's for transformation. No waist swivel on this guy. Croc had a waist swivel, this guy does not. Legs forward, all the way. They can go way back. Nice 90 degrees at the knee. Thigh swivel. The legs can go well out to the side. Again, he can do the splits with the best of them. And the toes sort of pivot. Do they pivot? Yeah, the toes pivot for transformation, but hey, they pivot. I'm going to give his transformation, because he's missing a waist, again, I'm going to give it about an 8.5. This guy is, you know, 8.5 and 8.5. And you know, I started this off by saying that I thought he was the standout repaint. And I think it's just because I really like the mold and I like the tank. But if you saw Croc, then you already know the score he got. And this guy's doing well, but Croc done even better, to be honest with you. So far anyway. Let's get into the, not the transformation yet. Let's remove his Titan Master partner here. And this little guy, Chasm, is pinned at the hips. He is, again, he's unpainted and, you know, kind of bland and whatnot, but has the same articulation as them, all with the little ball jointed head and the arms. Bend at the hips and the knees. You can put these down and fold them over and you get one of the most beautiful head sculpts that I have seen in a long time. That is fantastic. It looks excellent. I love it. Again, all of these Titan Masters, they're about a 2 just because of the nature of what they are. They're not the stars of the set. There's no doubt about it. So coming back in here, and we're going to, I guess, also consider these things, his weapons. There's his, you know, there's his blaster, same as Hardhead's, just sculpted this time in gray instead of green. He has the large kind of shoulder mounted cannon. You can open up the shoulder mounted cannon and place Chasm in right here sitting down. So, you know, he can ride that in either mode, I guess, you know, if it's being held over his shoulder or as a tank or in his hand. Chasm can sit in there if you are so inclined and want to do that. I'll poke that back in. Just like Hardhead, this can also come up over his shoulder. But I leave it down just to differentiate him. Taking the head out, we're going to get into the transformation. This is not a hard transformation at all. The easy things first. Fold in the toes and fold in the toes. And you detach the knee out to the side and you collapse it up over, you know, I guess the side of the leg here. And same over here. Bring it up and you can just sort of leave them there like that for now. When you come to the arms, collapse the elbow and fold in the fist. Same here, collapse the elbow and fold in the fist. Unpeg the body, although this one now is quite pegged in. There's a little peg hole back here and a little nub up right here. Unpeg that piece and straighten it all the way out. Then you want to unpeg from the waist and push this whole kind of chest, abdomen section out from the waist, and you're going to fold the whole thing back. When you fold the whole thing back, here's what happens. Okay, see if I can show this actually. On this piece right here, you actually have, see if I can show it. You actually have a little nub on this side and a little nub on this side. They will go into little holes on the black pieces that are on the thighs. So we bring that around. We bring this thigh up and this thigh up. And they should just go in over. Oh, I didn't quite have that straightened out in the front. That side is in, and that side is in. That's the back leg secure. We need to bring the arms to the front. When we bring the arms to the front, you're going to notice a little, see if I can show this, like a little circular notch in the side right here. This little circular notch houses the circle of the pin. So I find the best way to do it is to bring the arms like this so that they're positioned this way. And then you should just be able to kind of bend them down into place and fold them down into place. You have a little roller right here. You have two little wheels back here. You can angle that as you see fit for a cannon. You can open up the cockpit. You can take Chasm and put him inside. Close that down. This whole piece can come way up. You can bring it, oh, and I just pulled it out. This whole piece can come all the way up. It can swivel, though that might cause it to come out. I tend to just leave it down like that. And last but not least, you can take the blaster. You can put it up there as a second piece. He rolls. Oh, and I always forget this. There's a waist section here. That can be a bit of a pain to get out, especially now that I got them all transformed. There. This waist section, this blue waist section, that blue waist section needs to go unpegged and flip down. I always forget to do that. Now he sits correctly on the table and he rolls like an absolute champion. The transformation is fun, inventive, interesting. It too is a solid, it gotta be a solid, you know what? His transformation is a 10. Everything pegs in nicely. It's easy, but it's involved. It's kind of intuitive after you do it once or twice. Overall, this guy's a 9. I said that Croc was scoring a little bit better. Honestly, for repaints, both of these guys are pretty much neck and neck. And you know what? They're both pretty fantastic. Again, if you have been on the fence for this guy and wondering, will I or won't I would go for it because he is really good. He really is, and he looks fantastic. Anyway, folks, another success story in the books. Thanks for giving me some of your valuable time. And you know that I look forward to the next time that you and I get together right here for another visit inside the videos.